friends, and welcome to our story time. Today, I have a wonderful tale about a quiet elephant and a very brave little bird. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Deep in a lush, green forest, where the trees stood tall like giants,
lived a magnificent elephant named Viru. Viru was incredibly strong, with big, gentle eyes and long, powerful tusks. But Viru was very, very quiet. He moved through the forest almost silently, and because he was so large and so quiet, many of the smaller animals felt a little scared whenever they saw him. They would scurry away and hide behind bushes. But Viru would never, ever hurt anyone.
He was a gentle giant who simply minded his own business, enjoying the sweet fruits and cool water of his forest home. In that very same forest, high up in the branches of a flowering tree, lived a tiny bird named Chitty. Chitty was small, so small she could fit in the palm of your hand. Her feathers were bright and colorful, like a little rainbow. But even though she was small in size, her heart was big, and it was filled with courage. She wasn't afraid of anything.
She loved to sing her happy songs for all the forest to hear.
One sunny afternoon, something terrible happened.
A group of hunters quietly entered the forest. They weren't there to enjoy the beauty of nature. They had come to trap animals.
They crept through the trees and spread out strong, thick nets, hoping to catch something big. They hid the nets under leaves and branches, making them almost invisible.
Later that day, Viru the elephant was taking his usual walk. He was thinking about a patch of delicious mangoes he had found, and he wasn't paying close attention to the ground. Suddenly, his foot snagged on something. Before he knew it, he had walked right into one of the hunter's traps. The heavy net sprung up, wrapping around his strong legs and massive body. Viru tried to move. He tried to pull. He tried to push. He used all of his mighty strength, but the net was just too tight. The more he struggled, the more tangled he became.
For the first time, the great, strong elephant felt completely helpless.
He stood there, trapped and silent, with sadness in his eyes. Just then, Chitty, the little bird, was flying by. She saw the huge elephant caught in the net.
Other animals saw it too, and they ran away in fear.
But Chitty didn't run. She flew closer and saw the sad look on Viru's face. She thought to herself,
"He looks so helpless. I may be very small, and my beak may not be very strong. But I have to try. I must do something." With determination in her heart, Chitty swooped down.
She landed on the thick ropes of the net and started pecking at them with her tiny beak.
Peck, peck, peck.
The ropes were tough, but she didn't give up. Peck, peck.
she kept going, again and again, without stopping for a rest.
A few other birds who were watching from the trees saw what Chitty was doing. They saw her courage and her hard work. Inspired by their tiny friend, they flew down to help. Soon, a whole flock of birds was pecking at the net. Peck, peck.
Altogether, their small beaks became a powerful force.
One thread snapped, then another and another. Slowly but surely,
the birds began to tear a hole in the net.
the hole grew bigger and bigger.
Finally, with one last combined effort, the main rope snapped. The net fell apart. Viru carefully lifted his foot and stepped out.
He was free.
Viru looked down at the tiny birds. His big eyes, which were once filled with sadness, now shone with gratitude and kindness. He gently raised his trunk in a gesture of thanks. He couldn't speak their language, but Chitty and her friends understood. From that day on, everything in the forest changed. The smaller animals were no longer afraid of Viru. They saw him not just as a strong elephant, but as a kind friend.
And they all learned a very important lesson.
They understood that strength alone isn't always enough.
Real power comes from courage, working together, and helping each other. And the moral of our story is a beautiful one. Never underestimate someone just because they are small. When we unite and show courage, we can overcome even the biggest challenges. So always be brave, be kind, and remember that together we are stronger. Thank you so much for listening to our story today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more wonderful tales. See you next time. Bye.